Hi everyone, I'm Siddhant and today I'll be presenting our paper Beyond Fine-Tuning Few Sample Sentence Embedding Transfer done with my colleague Rohit Kumar Sharma under the guidance of Professor Yingyu Liang. So let's get started. Transformers have become a de facto standard for supervised learning tasks in natural language processing. Pre-trained transformer models like BERT, Roberta, or other variants like Albert, BART, etc. are fine-tuned by adding a classifier on top of the pre-trained model and training the whole thing end-to-end on the target dataset. This is referred to as fine-tuning. Several applications in NLP nowadays have small datasets coming from different data distributions. Example, a dataset in social science, or a dataset for medical studies, or a dataset containing sports events. Several recent works have shown that fine-tuning pre-trained transformers with only few target domain samples is unstable and has high variance. This often results in one requiring to fine-tune the model with a large number of random seeds and getting the best option. This leads sometimes to subpar empirical gains. This issue has also been well documented in practice. For example, here we present two issues raised on the popular Hugging Face Transformers repository complaining about high variance as well as how to fine-tune BERT or Roberta on a small dataset. To tackle this, we first define the problem where we have a small target dataset of labeled sentences denoted by S and a pre-trained sentence embedding model F1, which might be a BERT or a Roberta transformer, which gives an embedding V1 for a sentence S lying in the D1 dimensional space. The goal is to effectively transfer this model F1 on the target dataset S. To do this, we propose to use a domain-specific embedding model F2, which is typically much smaller than F1 and is trained solely on S. This enables effective learning of this model F2. We denote the embeddings resulting from F2 to be V2 of S, which lie in the D2 dimensional space. We propose to combine the embeddings resulting from the pre-trained model F1 and the domain-specific model F2 by concatenating them and learning a linear classifier on top of it for the supervised task. This is represented diagrammatically in the slide, where embeddings V1 of S and V2 of S are concatenated to get an adaptive embedding V bar of S. There is a hyperparameter alpha which varies the importance of V2 in the concatenation. Now this idea is inspired from the machine learning idea of ensembling. The subtle difference being that in ensembling, the final predictions from the two models are aggregated, while here the embeddings are being aggregated and a predictor is being learned on top of them. A benefit of this approach is that this treats the pre-trained model F1 as a black box and only requires an API call to it for inference. This doesn't require any access or any modification of its internal weights. Learning the classifier over the concatenation of the embeddings can be done in two different ways. The first of which involves freezing the weights of the embedding models, that is freezing the weights of the pre-trained model F1 and the domain-specific model F2, and only training the linear classifier on the concatenation of the embeddings. This is represented by cat locked. The other approach is to learn the linear classifier, the pre-trained embedding model F1 and the domain-specific model F2 jointly end-to-end, and this is represented by cat unlocked. A subtle point to note here is that the domain-specific model F2 has already been learned on the target dataset S. We model this problem theoretically by assuming a ground truth embedding, a ground truth classifier which has a small loss. Now the superior empirical performance of cat unlocked suggests a linear relationship between the embeddings V1, V2 and the best embedding V star. This results in the model as presented in the slide, where the embedding V1 and V2 are represented by a projection of the ground truth embedding V star added with a noise epsilon. We derive an interesting theorem on the classifier learned on the concatenation of the embeddings. We show that this classifier can have a loss which is bounded within the loss of the best classifier F star. The implication of this being that under proper conditions, we are guaranteed that the concatenation will lead to a very good classifier which is comparable to the best classifier on the two embeddings V1 and V2. Naturally, one would think, is concatenation the only combination technique which works? Is there another way of combining the embeddings F1 and F2 which might lead to superior performance? We explored some other options as well. Now, since the embeddings V1 and V2 may be different dimensional, we apply several techniques of dimension reduction which combine the embeddings. The first of which is canonical correlation analysis, where linear projections Phi1 and Phi2 are learned to a common dimension D so as to maximize the correlation between the embeddings. The resulting embeddings are combined by transforming them and taking a sum of them. Another dimension reduction technique that we used is kernel canonical correlation analysis, or KCCA, where non-linear projections G1 and G2 are learned first, followed by performing CCA, and then the adapted embeddings are combined in the same way as CCA. This results in two other variants of our approach of combining the domain-specific and pre-trained embeddings, which is denoted by CCA logged and KCCA logged. Now, moving on to the empirical evaluation, where we consider 7 low-resource NLP datasets from different text classification tasks. We broadly categorize them into two groups. The first, comprising of Amazon, IMDb, and Yelp, which have a few hundred training samples, and the other group comprising of MR, MPQA, Trek, and Subj, which have a few thousand training samples. We consider BERT base to be the pre-trained model F1. For the domain-specific model F2, we consider 3 variants of the text CNN model with different ways of initializing the word embeddings, either being randomly initialized or being initialized with GloVe and making them static, or making the GloVe embeddings trainable. We consider 3 baselines, the first of which freezes the BERT model and only trains a classifier on top of it, the second being fine-tuning the BERT classifier, and the third being injecting adapter modules in the BERT and fine-tuning them, which was proposed recently by Hulsby et al. Here we present the evaluation on the 3 very small datasets. This slide denotes the baseline methods. Next, we denote the performance of CAT logged. As you can see, CAT logged already improves over the performance of the individual baseline. Next, we present the results of CAT unlogged. As can be visible from the slide, CAT unlogged almost always gets the best performance on all the 3 datasets for all the 3 types of domain-specific models. Next, we present the performance of CCA logged and KCCA unlogged. Interestingly, we see that CCA logged doesn't perform even comparable to the baselines, and KCCA performs sometimes better than the baselines but inferior to the CAT alternative. Here we present the evaluation on small datasets, that is the MR, MPQA, Subj, and the Trek datasets. As can be visible by the slide, CAT unlogged gets the best performance across all 4 datasets, and CAT logged gets performance similar to the BERT fine-tuning baseline, while CAT logged has much lower memory print and is much faster than BERT fine-tuning, since it does not need to fine-tune the entire BERT model. Empirically, we observe that CCA and KCCA both perform inferior to CAT, while CCA sometimes even performs worse than the baseline of the individual embeddings. Now, this is a very interesting negative observation, and we reason this theoretically in the slide. We present a theorem which constructs an example showing that even though the classifier learned on the concatenation of embeddings might perform comparably with the best classifier, a classifier learned on the CCA of the embeddings is at best random guessing. The construction proof of this can be accessed in our paper. Here we present an evaluation on varying the training data size for the MR dataset. As can be observed, across all different data sizes, CAT unlogged gets the best result, with the difference in the performance between CAT unlogged and the baseline of BERT fine-tuning decreasing as the data size increases. Further, we observe that CAT logged gets performance comparable to BERT fine-tuning for a variety of dataset sizes, while CAT logged is much more efficient than BERT fine-tuning. Concluding the presentation, here are the major takeaways from our paper. We have proposed a simple method for transferring pre-trained embeddings for few sample text classification tasks using a simple concatenation of these embeddings with a domain-specific model. We have also presented theoretical analysis, identifying conditions where the concatenation is successful empirically. More details can be found on our paper, the link for which is provided on screen. Thank you so much.